Hi everyone, Zoe Cairns here from Ep2 Social Media. Hope you're all well, and it's another week of our Q&A, and we've had some questions coming in which will appear at the bottom of your screens as I go through them. Before I go on to the questions, if you like the video and you like the content that you're hearing, please do like, comment and share it with other people that you think would find this really useful. So question of the week is from Denise. And Denise says, how can she start creating a social media strategy? Now, really good question, Denise. This is one of the things that most companies don't consider. And I say most, there's still a lot of companies out there that do this, but it's really important to think about your social media strategy. And why? Because if you don't have a social media strategy, you don't know what you're trying to achieve and whether you actually achieve the results that you want to achieve from it. It's really important to know that you've got a plan in place and you know what you want to achieve and you know what you have to do to be able to achieve that. So social media strategy is really important. It's just like having a business plan. Knowing that when you set up in business, you know what your vision is for that business and you know what you need to do to be able to get to that end goal, that end vision of what you really want to achieve. Okay, so how do you start by creating a social media strategy? Well, social media strategy has lots of different aspects in there. It's got looking at your goals, your target audience, looking at competitors, looking at influencers, then creating content, etc. And it's probably something that I can't go into too much detail about, but it's something that we're more than happy to provide you with my workbook. So if you're watching this and you want our workbook, comment below and we'll make sure that we message you to be able to send you the social media strategy workbook, so I'll make sure you get that. But do comment below and we're more than happy to engage with you to send you my book that is for sale out there, but we'll give any viewer that wish to have it and comment below it for free. Okay, so creating a social media strategy is really important. It's something you should do from the outset and you first start thinking about your social media activities and what you really want to get from it. A strategy is the first thing that you start with on paper, and your strategy will determine which social media platforms you should be using. Because this brings me into our next question, which is from Samantha Ballard, and she says, I'm looking to open another showroom in Canary Wharf. What's the best way to target an audience in a new area? And target audience is a massive part of a social media strategy, because if you don't know who your target audience are, you don't actually know which social media platforms you should be engaging on. Because if you haven't defined who your audience are, you could be going on every social media platform there is, putting out your message and not getting any results, because it might be that the platform you're using aren't where your target audience are actually engaging. So part of your strategy is to define who your target audience are. And like I said, in the workbook, there's a template of where you can define your target audience. But Samantha, you're looking to do a new showroom in Canary Wharf. You know, define what those types of people might be like. Will they be reading wedding magazines? Because I understand that you do bespoke wedding rings and engagement rings. So would they be looking at certain wedding magazines? Would they be joining different forums? Would they be in certain groups on Facebook, like wedding supply groups, or looking at other people that could be key centres of influence that would recommend you to them? So could it be that you start engaging with wedding planners and seeing the audience there? So finding your target audience is really key. Finding that audience online on the right platforms is really important, where social media strategy really has a big part to play in to try and find them. But a little tip, try out a tool called followerwonk.com. That's called followerwonk.com. And what you want to do is when you're on followerwonk, you want to click on search bios. And on the search bios, type in the types of people that you're looking for. So you might look for people that have got a bride in their bio, and they might just be in, London, within a certain area, mile radius around that particular Canary Wharf area. And from there, you can start to follow them, and hopefully they will reciprocate and follow you back. But then they'll start to see your targeted messages to them. The target audience is really important. That's how I'd start to look for people within that area or surrounding that area. And target audience is an important part of your social media strategy. So that answers Denise's questions. Any questions that any viewers have, please put in the comments below, or please email james@zcsocialmedia.com. The email's just below. And just keep sending your questions through, because this is what topic of the week is all about. And if you've enjoyed this video, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Really important, so you can keep up to date with all the videos that we're sharing with you and the great content that we share too. But most importantly, please do like, comment and share, and I look forward to seeing you all next week with another Q&A. Take care everyone, bye!